Good morning, everybody. This is Amy, 100 Plus Abandoned Dogs of Everglades, Florida. I have been inundated with phone calls, emails, private messages. I'm sorry if I did not answer you. I can't keep up. There have been a lot of phone calls made, a lot of emails sent. Let's just say yesterday, I know we were all outraged, frustrated, disappointed. I myself did not sleep last night. On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair. Let me just say that emails were sent to code enforcement, zoning, the shelter director. Got a call from a news station, called back, left a message. Have not spoken to anybody from Local 10. As you all saw yesterday, we were called out from a neighbor who witnesses day in and day out, listening to and smelling the condition of the dogs, the agricultural animals that are being kept on this property. 1801 Southwest 42nd Terrace, 33317. They have, or had, I don't know what's there now, they have what we could see, 2 rabbits, a duck, an emaciated chicken, a Yorkie, 6 purebred shepherd puppies, 2 adult purebred German shepherds, all living in piles of feces, flies swarming all over them. The puppies were laying lifeless on their side with the feces all around them. The bowl of water that was visible was slimy, filthy, dirty. There was also an empty plastic bowl with nothing in it. Several chickens on the property. A duck, if I didn't already mention that. Listen, the bottom line is we are a rescue. Legally, we cannot walk onto a property. We cannot take an animal. Whether or not we feel the animal is being abused, neglected, in any harm. That's why we go through the proper channels. We called, as you saw yesterday from all the videos, we called animal control. We called code enforcement. We called BSO. You saw the videos, you heard what they had to say. I sent several emails to the head director, who was on her, I believe, 6th day at Broward Animal Care and Adoption Shelter. Right in front is the code enforcement gentleman that I spoke to yesterday, and also have been emailing back and forth. He's out of his car, the white car. I can't zoom in, I'm sorry. His name is Gerald Henry, and he is with Broward County in code enforcement. Basically, through the emails, there are a lot of violations going on at this home. I don't know what they are. He would not give me that information or elaborate on that information. According to my conversation with the director, the new director, Lorelei Combs from Broward Animal Care and Adoption, which is what animal control is. This animal control officer is from. She told me to please stand back and let them do their job. I told her I did yesterday. We stood back for about 5 hours, letting them do their job. She said, well, unfortunately, until laws are changed, and stricter laws are in place, it's very hard. Laws are laws. They have to abide by the law. I started questioning and asking about if an animal is in distress. Don't you have the right as a law enforcement to enter a property? And the question was, were they in distress? So, me personally, I would say 100% they're in distress. I would say they're living in disgusting conditions, unhealthy, health hazard. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not understanding the law. I don't understand. So what I'm doing is I got here this morning at 9:30. It is 11:03. I have been sitting on this side of the road, the opposite side of the road, waiting, making calls, sending emails. My conversation with Lorelei Combs from the Animal Care and Adoption Shelter was probably about, I'm guessing, maybe 40 minutes ago or a little bit longer. And I told her I was here on location and I was going to stay here. And I asked her when animal control would be coming, and she said she could not give me that information. I said, okay, well, I will be here waiting. And they showed up. So animal control and code enforcement are here. The big truck that was here yesterday is gone on the front lawn. We were told that the owner yesterday would be back this morning, from the woman that answered the door yesterday, who was also with a 11-year-old boy. I know differently. I know that last night, from the neighbors that were watching and calling me, I know last night that the owner came home last night, not this morning. I know that there was some activity. There was not any dogs seen moving or removed from the property. There was a very large cat regardless, even if he cleaned, can you hear me now? Sorry. Even if he cleaned everything up, can you hear me now? No sound? No, it's not. My hand is not over it. Can you hear me now? Okay, great. So, where was I? Okay, good. So my fear was that he was going to clean everything up and make dogs disappear. But what I will tell you is there are a lot of violations here. First of all, the agricultural animals are illegal, from what we were told. The possible fence height, if he did not pull a permit, and if it is 8 feet high, is illegal, from what we are being told. The conditions of the dog, let's see if he has any license to be breeding. Are they vaccinated? Does he have proof? Are they registered with the county? Basically, that's where the authorities come in, and code enforcement. All the neighbors are complaining about the smell, the sound, the noise ordinance, the conditions that these animals are being forced to live in. Let's not also forget to mention that each city has an ordinance of how many pets you are allowed to have. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, don't hold me to this, I believe that this Fort Lauderdale, which is, I'm told is Fort Lauderdale, even though it's unincorporated, Fort Lauderdale, I believe you can only have 3 dogs. I don't know what they're doing, Jan. I don't see any dogs being removed. I don't see anything activity right now. They went over to the side of the house. Animal control, Fred is back with code enforcement. Again, the code enforcement officer that is on scene right now was also the same code enforcement officer that was here yesterday. And his name is Gerald Henry. And then we have Fred, who was with Animal Control from Broward. Violations, yeah, it's a start. It's a start. But regardless, these poor dogs, the way that they have to live. I was looking over the statutes this morning, and oh, here comes the Broward Sheriff. Broward County BSO officers pulling in also. Let's see what's about to be done. I'm hoping it's a animal lover. Crystal, you can't just take them now. It's not up to us. Don't you think if it was up to us, these dogs would have been removed? All the animals would have been removed immediately yesterday. Every single one of them. This is a different officer. He was not here yesterday. So now we have a Broward County BSO officer on location. We have Fred from Animal Control, and we have Gerald Henry from Code Enforcement, all on the property of 1801 Southwest 42nd Terrace, 33317. I am here alone. Everybody else is busy. They're doing what they need to do. And my phone is on fire pretty much. It's like hot. I can't even hold my phone. I don't know what the hell's going on here. So I'm just sitting here. It is 11:10 and I am waiting. Of course, you can't steal somebody's dogs. They're considered property. Okay, I see off to the side of the house, I see Fred and Code Enforcement. I don't see anything. Oh, and the police officer. They're all talking off to the side of the house. So I don't know if the owner of this property or the owner of the dogs are here. Actually, the owner of this... Thank you. Right. I have the owner of the actual house. Where is that information? I pulled all this up this morning. Where is it? What did I do with it? Give me a second, guys. Okay. So the owner of this house right here is Yisrael, goes by Dovey. And I have his address, and I also have his two phone numbers that I have called many times. Now we have another animal control here. We have 2 animal control officers on scene, a BSO officer and Code Enforcement. Let's hope we are going to have some positive outcome here today. Please, dear God. I was told by the new shelter director to trust her, let her do her job, and stand back. And I said I will, and I always do. So now we will see what will be done for these dogs that are being forced to endure living like this. I'm praying too, Debbie. My phone is so hot, I'm telling you, I can't even touch my phone. I could burn my fingers off. Samsung S7, you suck. Oh, God. So again, this is recapping from yesterday. As you know, we were here for over 5 hours yesterday. I agree, Lewis. The 2 animal control trucks being here is a good sign. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up. Linda, it is a kill shelter, but it is, we are partnered with this shelter, as many rescues are, and they have made many, many improvements, but we still have a long way to go. And if these dogs are removed, and if they are in need of any homes, we will immediately get the case number and place our rescue holds on each and every one of them. And that goes for rabbits, ducks, chickens. We're going to need some help with that if they are removed. I'm just putting it out there. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't. Oh, Michelle, my God, I can't even hold my phone. Seriously, it's so hot. I don't know if it's because of the live video or what, but oh my God. I wish, I really want to pull up closer. I just don't know if, you know what? They're all talking. So we have the 2 animal control officers. I wish I could zoom in. Oh, so frustrating. We have the 2 animal control officers from Broward County, Fred, and then another gentleman that pulled up, and then we have a BSO County BSO officer along with code enforcement. Probably right, because my phone never stops ringing and working. I didn't sleep all night last night, Doria, and I got your message, Doria. I responded this morning. I know, I couldn't think of anything else. I tried to just, you know, sit down and just kind of let it go for a little while, and I just kept getting up, and I would talk out loud and say, I'm so disgusted. I can't believe these poor dogs have to stay like this and live like this, and nothing was done. I'm not going to approach and talk to them until after they're done doing what they need to do. And then I will get case numbers and any information that I can from them. So I think what I am going to do is pull up some. Stay out of their way, but pull up some. Why not? You know what? I can't block this street. So I'm going to, sorry guys, I'm going to pull up right here. And just stay right here and just wait. So I pulled up closer to the front of the house. And the BSO officer is over there with talking to animal control and code enforcement. I think it's time to get the media out here. What do you guys think? Oh, we have another police officer that just showed up on the scene. 2 more police officers. So there's 3 police officers, BSO, 2 animal control officers, and code enforcement. I'm asking each and every one of you to reach out. That's what you can do to help. Local news stations, call them. There is local Channel 6, just Google Fort Lauderdale. I don't have it. If I had a minute, I would be able to get you them. But Channel 4, 6, and 10 in Fort Lauderdale or Miami. Looking for Fort Lauderdale. Everybody, I'm asking everybody that's on here, everybody, please contact every news station. Call, give them the address, tell them right now that we are on scene with 3 BSO officers, code enforcement, and 2 animal control, that there was is an animal cruelty case going on right now. That 100 Plus is here on the scene and have been for 2 days. And let's get the media out here. Local 10 954 364 2500. Actually, I think they just called me and I didn't answer. You know what, guys? I'm going to ask you all to start calling the news. I'm going to make my phone calls and try to get somebody out here, and I'm going to come back on. Can you do that for me? Everybody start calling. The address is on the top of the video. Call now, and I'll come back. Here comes another sheriff, another BSO officer. All right, guys, it looks like something could be happening. So please start calling the news and get them out here. This is Amy with 100 Plus Abandoned Dogs of Everglades, Florida. The address is, who's asking me for the address? 1801 Southwest 42nd Terrace. 33317. Any of my teammates, my crew, anybody that wants to come out to this address, bring it. Come on out. Show your support. Remember, it's the ones that speak up. Volume in numbers. Power in numbers. Come on out to the address if you're local. Contact the media, anybody on my crew that wants to come out. I would love the company. 100 Plus Abandoned Dogs of Everglades, Florida. Stay tuned. I'll be back up in just a few moments.